Hey ladies, give me 1 second. Hope that you guys are doing amazing. Hey everyone, coming in. All right, I'm about to start in a second. Okay, just listening to some relaxing music in the background. If the music bothers you guys, let me know. Okay, hey everyone. How's everybody's day going? Okay, today we're gonna talk about a really important topic, obstacles that you may encounter as you're shrinking your fibroids, okay? Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's doing amazing. If you don't mind, go ahead and share this video with somebody that has fibroids, okay? You're gonna learn a lot. If you're new, I would love to know where you're watching from. Would love to know if you're returning. Thank you so much for being here again. Make sure you guys are following me as well, okay? And as you're coming in, like the video. Let's get the algorithm to push this video. Let's push this video out to the algorithm because we need more women here because listen, like I always say, there's so much confusion when it comes to fibroids and just so much confusion online, right? About shrinking fibroids, just in general, about what causes fibroids. It's too much of the wrong information out there, okay? So be sure to share this video, like the video. Let's get some more likes in here. For those that are new, my name is Sasha. I'm a holistic womb specialist, and what I do is I help women who have fibroids and other reproductive health issues get to the root cause, the physical root cause, and the emotional root cause in order to adopt a womb detoxification protocol, right? In order to heal, in order to shrink and dissolve their fibroids, shrink and dissolve their cysts, reverse endometriosis, reverse PCOS, restore hormonal balance, restore balance emotionally, and so much more. I've been helping women over the last few years, probably at this point, hundreds of women through my courses, through my programs. Be free of fibroids, because when we have fibroids, we can literally feel like we have shackles, like, you know, like they weigh us down physically, emotionally. The symptoms, you have to plan your life around them sometimes, especially when you're dealing with symptoms. So I help women be free and connect with their selves, connect with their bodies, because when we have fibroids, there's a disconnection from self, there's a disconnection from the body, right? So we're gonna talk about all that today. As you're coming in, like the video, ladies, like the video, if you don't mind. If you're new, let me know where you're watching from. If you're new, I would love to know. All right, so let's get started. It looks like everybody's shy. So somebody say hello. So hello, whoever said hello earlier, hello. Thank you for being here. Thank you everyone for being here. So what are some obstacles that California? Okay, hey, thank you for being here. Oh my God, all the way across the country. Love that. West Coast. Okay. Where are you guys watching from, if you don't mind me asking? If you don't mind putting it in the chat. Hey, Tiffany. Hey. Hey, Jamaica, you're new. Okay. I have a lot of people that watch me from Jamaica. Wow. That's amazing. NYC. Okay. Not too far. East Coast. Jamaica is beautiful. I'm always like going to Jamaica because that's one of my favorite places. But thank you for being here. Hi. Oh, thank you from NYC. Okay, another person from NYC. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. All right, so let's get into this. If you have fibroids, let me know in the chat. I just want to reiterate, put a little disclaimer in case you're new, in case you're watching me for the first time. Okay, this page is 100% holistic. Okay, I come from a holistic standpoint. That is, how I help women heal. So what I say and what your doctor may say is going to be totally different. Okay, I just want to put that out there in case you're watching this and you're not really into holistic health, and that's okay. So just let's make that clear. All right. So if your doctor and me say conflicting things, there's a reason for that, right? Can fibroids be removed naturally? Fibroids, yes. Fibroids can be dissolved naturally. Thank you so much for the roses, 314. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love roses. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So much. Thank you. So when we're dealing with fibroids, right? Good evening. When we're dealing with fibroids, when women are dealing with fibroids, what you want to understand is that there's a lot of things going on in the body, right? it's not just, fibroids are not just, you know, contrary to popular belief, they're not only just genetic. There's deeper reasons why your body developed fibroids. And it's so important for you to know this. It's so important for you to understand this. And a lot of women, when they go on the journey of shrinking fibroids, they're still not really clear of how their body, developed fibroids, right? So that's really important. I was actually going over that today. In case you guys don't know, in case you guys are new, I'm actually, for the last couple of days, we've been doing a Shrink Fibroids Before 2025 workshop. So I'm in the midst of that now. Today was day 2. And this is what we talk about in the workshop, and also the deeper root causes, right? So it's so important to understand how your body works, because this is how, when we don't understand how our hormonal system works, how our body works, this is how we continuously get these issues, right? With fibroids, a lot of women don't know it could be. I did a video about how it could be avoided. So our body, we have an internal detoxification framework, and a lot of women don't, a lot of people in general don't understand that. And because of that, they don't operate or live their lives in a way that's going to actually aid their body in healing, right? So when we have fibroids, what does this mean? This means that our natural detoxification process has been disrupted in the body, okay? So we're holding in lots of toxins inside of the body, okay? Also physically and emotionally as well, when we are dealing with fibroids. So it's really important for you to understand that we're dealing with lots of waste, we're dealing with lots of excess toxins, excess hormones that are not supposed to be there, right? So this is going to create an imbalance, a hormonal imbalance in the system, in the body. So it's going to cause the digestive system to be backed up, the liver to not work efficiently like it's supposed to, the lymphatic system, again, to not be able to do its job properly by moving out toxins efficiently in a, efficient manner. So that's going to present an issue. So it's so important for you to understand this and know this on a deeper level. Okay. And for those of you that are returning, you heard about the 3-day workshop. It's not too late to join. All right, today was day 2. We had an amazing time. I just sent off the replays. And if you are interested in being a part of that, tomorrow we're going over the complete protocol on how to get rid of your fibroids, how to shrink and dissolve your fibroids before 2025. You're going to want to be in. It's going to be amazing tomorrow, okay? And you'll get the replays for day 1 and day 2. So if you're interested, click the link in my bio and check that out, okay? It's called Shrink Fibroids Before 2025 3-day workshop. Now, what does this mean? When you have fibroids, there's a disconnection from the womb. So as you're going on your journey of shrinking fibroids, right, one thing you must realize is that, and know and really embody, is that you want to be more connected to the body, more connected to the womb. I notice when a lot of women are shrinking their fibroids, they're still lacking a connection to their self, their bodies, right? There's still a disconnection. And how I know a woman is disconnected from her womb is when she's always talking about, I'm going to get this test, I'm going to get that test, I'm going to, she's always in confusion of her symptoms and what they mean, right? She's not really thinking about the root causes of why her body developed fibroids. She's just kind of say, okay, well, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm taking this, I'm drinking this green tea, I'm taking this herb to get rid of my fibroids, but she has no idea about why her body developed fibroids in the first place. It's so important to understand and know your body on a deeper level, right? When we develop these issues, fibroids don't just come out of the blue. There's physical root causes for why your body developed these fibroids. There's emotional root causes for why your body developed these fibroids, right? So it's so important to know that. So there has to be when women are having obstacles with shrinking fibroids, this is one thing I've noticed. There's no connection. There's a disconnection from self. There's a disconnection from the womb. Give me 1 second. So a lot of women kind of grew up being ashamed of their menstrual cycle, being ashamed of their bodies, right? Being ashamed of their womanhood. And I can see this even when women when every little thing is wrong, they're wanting to have a hysterectomy, right? Whenever a woman wants to have a hysterectomy, I know that's a woman that's totally disconnected from self. Totally disconnected, even if she's considering it, right? Disconnected from her body, disconnected from self, okay? Disconnected from her intuition, her creativity, her power as a woman, okay? So there's a lot of women when you grew up feeling shame about your menstrual cycle, feeling like it was an inconvenience and not actually a gift actually, and not as it was actually one of the vital signs. It's actually a vital sign, in case you don't know. Good evening, Samantha. When you grew up like that, right, and you still think that way as a woman, that is going to follow you, right? This is why a lot of women who have shame when it comes to their menstrual cycle. They have really horrible menstrual cycles, right? They have really, so if you are not, I guess, if you're not getting in touch with your body, when I say get in touch, I mean knowing your body on a deeper level, understanding your body, being closely connected with your body, right? A lot of women are in the head and not so much in their bodies, right? There's a disconnection from self, and part of femininity is having that connection with your body, right? I'm talking about you understanding what your body needs, you understanding, you listening to your body, you understanding these things on a deeper level, and not just, you're just coasting through life and not really just not really thinking, right? Not really understanding yourself, not really understanding your body. So when there's a disconnection from the body, of course, there's going to be a disconnection from the womb, right? Disconnection from the womb. You're always getting pap smears. You're always getting vaginal exams. You're always getting testing. You're always like, there's no connection on knowing what your body needs, and there's no inner knowing, right? There's no inner wisdom. This is a disconnection from womb. So that is a huge mistake. When you're shrinking your fibroids, this is something that you want to really, start learning and start cultivating, right? A deeper connection to self, to the body, right? As a woman, it's so important. I can't say that enough. And if you guys don't mind, like the video, okay? Are you guys? Thank you, Samantha. Are you guys understanding what I'm saying? You guys are following me. I'm trying to give you guys knowledge tonight. Let's get the likes up. We're not even at 500 yet. We're not even at 1,000 yet. What's going on tonight? Are y'all awake? I know it's not that late like it was yesterday. So thank you, Mary, for liking the video. Thank you, Fifi, for liking the video. Let's get the likes up. Let's get it up to 1,000, okay? Like the video, like the video, like the video. Now, another thing that I see a lot of women going through when they're on their journey to shrink fibroids, that's getting in the way of them shrinking fibroids, is the stress levels. This one is huge, right? You can't say, thank you guys so much for liking the video. Let's get it up to 1,000. Thank you, Samantha. Thank you, ladies, so much for liking the video. So when we're dealing with fibroids, when you're on your journey to shrink your fibroids and you are, in highly stressful situations, you're in highly stressful jobs, you have a very overwhelming, stressful life. How do you think, if you are dealing with which is going to create high cortisol levels, the chronic stress, right? Always being in stress, it's going to have your body in fight or flight mode. How do you think your body can heal in that state? How do you really think? This is how I know that a lot of us are disconnected from self and disconnected from our bodies and don't understand our bodies. How do you think your body can truly heal in a state where you're stressed out? Chronically. I'm not talking about 1 or 2 days. I'm talking about you're chronically dealing with stress. How is your body going to even have the space to heal, right? So if that's you, understand, listen, if you're dealing with high cortisol levels, understand that what happens when your cortisol levels are high, your progesterone levels take a dive, right? And progesterone levels are what you are struggling with when you have fibroids, especially for women that are, dealing with perimenopause and fibroids. Progesterone levels are a struggle. So it's really important for you to realize this and know that, listen, if you're dealing with chronic stress, it's going to interfere with your hormonal health. It's going to, like I said, cause you not to be able to, you're going to be in fight or flight mode. You're going to be in a state where your heart rate is elevated, your blood pressure is elevated. Your body cannot heal in this state, and it won't heal in that state. So if you're dealing with, again, chronic stress, you have to, like I said, make some modifications on that. You have to change things, right? And I always say this, as adults, we have control over our lives. We have control. So if it's your job stressing you out, you have to, like I said, make some modifications somewhere, somehow, right? Maybe we have to take on less work, right? But you have to prioritize healing. You have to prioritize healing the body, because guess what? If you don't, what will happen is you just continue to get worse. There will be a point of time where you have no choice but to stop brushing this under the rug and actually make yourself a priority, make your health a priority, right? That is so important. And a lot of women, like I said, we put things on the back burner, and we put our health on the back burner until it gets so bad. And this is where it's kind of dangerous, right? So you don't want to do that. So high stress levels literally, disrupt the healing process. They literally disrupts and triggers fibroid growth. Stress feeds fibroids, right? It feeds fibroids. It causes you to be completely off balance, but also have your hormones out of balance, right? So you got to deal with your stress levels. You got to deal with your stress levels. You got to manage your stress levels appropriately. And you cannot continue to sweep it under the rug and pretend it's not there, right? So this is really important. Now, obstacles while shrinking fibroids. Another thing that I see a lot of. And if you guys have questions on fibroids or what I'm saying, let me know in the chat, okay? Y'all are so super quiet tonight. I know tomorrow's Halloween. Let me know in the chat if you guys have. Hey, Kylie. Hey. If you guys have questions on what I'm saying, thank you guys so much for the likes. Let's like the video. Also, information overload is a huge one when shrinking or trying to dissolve fibroids, okay? Information overload. This one is huge. And I can tell when a woman has been researching for months and years on how to get rid of fibroids, right? She's literally all over the place. She got 20 supplements. She got the green tea. She got all the herbs. Like, it's just... it's so much information. If you go online about fibroids, it's like millions of things what to do to shrink fibroids. It's millions of information out there, but is it the right information, right? And this is how we approach healing, almost like we approach Western medicine, right? You just want to take something and heal. You don't want to actually get to the root cause of the problem, and that's the issue. You don't want to address the root cause of the problem. What do you think about hormones being imbalanced? Yeah, your hormones have to be imbalanced in order for you to heal. What herbs and physical activity can a person do? So when it comes to, are you talking about what herbs and physical activity can you do for having your hormones being balanced? Yes, if you have fibroids, this is a great question. If you have fibroids, you are hormonally imbalanced by default. But if you go to your doctor, they're going to say, oh, your hormones are fine. No, fibroids, that's why I said when it comes to Western medicine, they will have you confused. They will have you not understanding your body. They will have you just in disarray and like, okay, what's going on? They will have you think that fibroids just came out of nowhere. It just, I'm just unlucky or I'm black. That's why I have fibroids. That's not the case. That's not the case, okay? The reason you have fibroids is, again, your hormones are out of balance. Your hormones have to be out of balance before you can even before fibroids can thrive or develop in the body at all. They have to be out of balance. So your hormones are out of balance when you have fibroids, okay? What do you think about Lupron injection to shrink fibroids? I really don't like to talk about, okay, so on this live today, I am not talking about anything medical or surgeries, right? I think, I think you have been on my page before, you've been on my lives before. I wanna say this, this page is holistic healing when it comes to fibroids. So when you're talking about medication, that's not healing, right? That's just worsening the problem. When you talk about surgery, that's not healing. That's worsening the problem in the long run. Okay, so let's keep it holistic, okay? This is a holistic page. But yeah, because I've answered that question so many times, a million times on my page. Medications, if you go on my page, I mean, I've done a million videos on that. Definitely holistic. Yeah, I want to keep this holistic, right? If you are not for his holistic healing, wrong page, okay? So information overload. No, it's okay. It's okay. You know, you've been on my lives before. You know, I'm not gonna approve of Lupron, something that they give to cancer patients, prostate cancer patients. Why would anybody take that? It doesn't make any sense. I want you to Google that. Google Lupron and side effects. It's literally ruined women's lives. It's really bad. Okay. Can ashwagandha help? No. When it comes to, and I'm happy that you asked that. When it comes to fibroids, it's not one thing. It's not one thing and we shrink fibroids. I think this is what I was just looking for knowledge from you. Okay. Anything medical is a no. You cannot heal fibroids with anything medical. And you can't heal fibroids with just doing one thing. Right? Taking one herb, working out. Like, it's not one thing. It's how you live your life. It's how you live. Today in our workshop, we have a 3-day workshop going on, Shrink Fibroids Before 2025. Today we're talking about the emotional root causes of fibroids and how to heal that. Yesterday was the physical root causes of fibroids and how to heal from that. Tomorrow is the whole entire holistic protocol on how to get rid of fibroids. So you see what I'm saying? It's not just one thing and that's it. And I think that's the mistake a lot of women make when they are dealing with fibroids, right? It's so important that you understand that you have to bridge, when you're healing, you have to bridge both the spiritual, the emotional, and also the physical, right? Because if we are feeling, if we are depressed, if we're dealing with anxiety, right? If we're dealing with a lot of emotional blocks in the womb on an energetic level, then guess what? Guess what? We're gonna embody habits, right, that are not healthy for us. We're gonna have thoughts that are not healthy for us, right? And this is gonna affect us. This is how fibroids. This is where fibroid growth. This is what fuels fibroid growth. Okay, how can I join the class? Click the link in my bio. You want, ladies, you want to join the class? It's $250. It's through, you get all the replays, lifetime access to the replays. Tomorrow is the last day we're doing, and you get, if you join today, you'll get the replays from day 1 and day 2. Day 3 will be the complete holistic protocol on how to shrink and dissolve fibroids. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you know we've had hundreds of testimonials through my courses, through my programs, okay? So you're gonna wanna be in that class. It's absolutely amazing. Today was such an amazing class. The link is in my bio. It's called Shrink Fibroids Before 2025, okay? So the class was really good. Really, really good, okay? Hey, Ursula, how are you? So information overload, right? Too much information, endless online searching for, some people have searched for months, for years, watch a million videos, and it's like there's no clarity there, right? They start trying just random things for fibroids, like, hey, what about this? Hey, what about that? There's just no Scorpio season. Yes, Scorpio season. Yes, exciting time. There is no clarity. There's no direction. There's no protocol. It's just all over the place, right? There's no direction. There's no protocol. It's just all over the place, right? And if you're following that, if you're just kind of like all over the place with you're trying to heal actual tumors, you're not going to see much of a difference. You're not going to get to the end goal, right? Again, it's like you're neglecting the important piece, which is the root cause of it, getting to the root cause of why you develop fibroids, right? When there's no plan, there's chaos. When there's no protocol, there's chaos, right? So if you're just trying different things, I've heard women tell me they've been trying different things for years, months and years, and they haven't seen the fibroids are still there. And that's going to be the case, right, when you don't have any direction. So be very careful about information overload. Be very careful about just following every new supplement you see online, every new herb you see online, every new, issue you see online, okay? So just be very careful with that, okay? So random remedies is a huge one. This one is huge, right? If you're just taking you guys mentioned ashwagandha, lupron, just random with it, right? You're not addressing the root cause. And I want you guys to put in the chat, think about the time where you were diagnosed with fibroids. For the ladies that have fibroids, think about a time that you were diagnosed with fibroids, right? What was going on in your life when you were diagnosed with fibroids? Typically, it's when you were overwhelmed with stress. It was probably after a bad breakup or a string of bad breakups. It was probably like when it really, when you were having family issues or just in a job that was horrible. Like it was, let me know in the chat what was going on in your life when this happened, okay? It's going good, went from 10 days to 6 days, working towards 3 to 4. Okay, great job. Yes, great job, Ursula. Ursula has one of my courses, my Freedom from Fibroids course. So love that. Yes, so we're getting the bleeding down. Love it. Yes, because nobody should bleed more than 3 to 4 days. So that's really good. Ashwagandha is great for stress management. Okay, great. I'm happy. But are you going to take it? Here's the thing. I'm all for herbs, ashwagandha. I'm not the biggest fan of that. But when it comes to stress, if you have to take something, but you're more than likely gonna encounter stress. Like it's gonna be not a daily thing, but it happens in life, right? As long as we're alive. So if there is no emotion, I call them like emotional tools or self-care tools to handle stress. If we're taking something for stress, like it doesn't really make any sense, right? Even for people that are, prone to drink. I'm not saying that it's bad for you to do that every single day, but it just doesn't make any sense, right? When we're it's better to actually learn like techniques and habits, whether whether it's exercise, whether it's, getting sun, things that are going to help and heal your body in order to get rid of stress, right? Or actually dealing with the stress in your life, right? So if it's stress due to family life, like actually sorting that stuff out. Okay, yes, releasing stress. Thank you. Releasing stress in a healthy way. No liquor, no drugs. Absolutely. Stress, rejections, staying in hostile environments, nightmares. Wow, yes. And if you thank you for your transparency. A lot of women too, like that's the case too. The staying in hostile environments, which could be work or relationships or whatever. Like these are things that, again, when women go back to when they develop fibroids, tends to be a lot of those things, those type of things going on in their life, right? Now, you're probably thinking like, okay, so does that mean that whenever I get stressed, I'll get fibroids? No. But what was going on is that your body was out of balance. Your hormones were out of balance for a while before getting fibroids. But you didn't notice it. So we normalize things like cramps. We normalize things like heavy bleeding. We normalize things, but none of that stuff is normal. Like passing clots during our cycle. We normalize things like brown blood. None of that stuff is normal. So when women do that, then what happens is that, your body is literally showing you signs that it's out of balance, but you're not listening. You're not listening. And then eventually when something very stressful happens, and then all of a sudden, boom, it really takes a toll on your body. And this is when we develop things like fibroids. It causes like this huge hormonal chaos in the body, even more so. Versus the woman that's taking care of herself every single day, so that when she does encounter, because life happens, stressful situations, she can navigate it better, right? And she's still gonna be in good health, if that makes sense. And she can navigate it with a clearer head because her hormones are in balance and she's in balance, right? She can navigate it better with a clearer head as opposed to somebody that typically does not take care of themselves, right? So also too, on your healing journey, you have to switch, like start changing the way you deal with people. You just have to start setting up boundaries. You have to start changing, even like if you're noticing that you've attracted a lot of toxic relationships and maybe this was the reason why you got fibroids, you gotta start like really vetting people and loving yourself so you can stop attracting those type of things, right? Those type of people. If you're attracting a lot of friends that just take from you and are not really pouring into you like you're pouring into them, then we have to make some adjustments in our lives. We also have to take a responsibility as well. Show yourself compassion, but take responsibility as well of what you're attracting into your life, right? So I'm on Augusta for heavy bleeding and long periods. Okay. But yes, so understand that you don't want to get into this thing where you just get, taking random remedies. You want to have a clear direction, a clear way to get rid of fibroids. It should be very clear. There should not be a whole bunch of, you're trying this, you're trying that, right? It's not, when it comes to healing, it's not like, again, Western medicine. And we learned this from Western medicine, right? You just take this med or take this, whatever, take this. So then when people are now shrinking their fibroids and healing their bodies naturally, they adopt that same ideology. Like not getting to the root cause of the problem, just suppressing the problem. So let me just take this herb, and they say it gets rid of fibroids. Let me just take this. So how are we dealing with the hormonal imbalance? How are we dealing with, you're not dealing with any of that. How are we dealing with the root causes? How are we dealing? So it's like avoidance of wanting to deal with your life, wanting to deal with the things that cause the fibroids to develop, avoidance of that and suppressing the actual problem. And that is why you're not healing. That is why you're not getting to the root cause of the problem. Thank you so much, Ursula. Scorpio moon, y'all need to tap into the transformative power and intuition. Absolutely. Yes, I know that's right. Absolutely. So it's really important. It's really, really important that you guys hey Marsh, that you guys understand that we can't just avoid dealing with things in our life. We can't avoid dealing with stress. We can't avoid dealing with, our toxic job, right? We can't avoid dealing with, if these are the things that contribute to us getting fibroids. Sometimes we get fibroids, literally, we get fibroids because your body's trying to get your attention. It's trying to get you to see certain things, not only in what you're doing with your physical health, but also what you're doing with your emotional wellness, right? How you're living your life is not conducive to your healing, okay? So it's so important for you to understand that. Eastern cultures, and i.e. India, have used ashwagandha for thousands of years for multiple reasons. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. We're talking about fibroids here, okay? I don't want to talk so much about ashwagandha. I've had 3 fibroids removed. Now I want to go on an herbal journey so they don't return. Okay, yes, and you definitely want to. It's not just about an herbal journey. It's about healing. We're trying to. Okay, so when you've had surgeries, you didn't get to the root cause of the problem. You didn't address the waste in your body that caused the fibroids to occur. You didn't address the hormonal imbalances. You didn't address any of that. So that's typically why women get fibroids again after having a myomectomy or a UFE procedure, right? So that's why, you know, if anybody watching this, if you've had surgery, you want to do this work because you don't want the fibroids to return, right? You want to get to the root cause of the problem. Even if you don't have the fibroids at the moment, get to the root cause of the problem so it doesn't become an issue, right? Because I'm telling you, not just from experience, but also from a lot of people, a lot of women, probably some women on this live have had these surgeries. They've come right back, right? So if you've had the surgery, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not trying to scare you, but time is of the essence because a lot of women go back to doing the same things they were doing before the surgery, okay? Because that's not how the body heals. Few people I know have going through anxiety attacks, so many health issues women I know are going through. Yeah, and when you have fibroids, a lot of women that have fibroids, they're prone to things like anxiety, right? Because when your hormones are out of balance, your brain chemistry is also out of balance, right? So we're dealing with, this is, when your hormones are out of balance, people just think about hormone imbalance as just your period is off. No, it's also, you're getting anxiety, you're getting depression, you're getting issues with the thyroid. It's a full, like, it's literally your hormones literally, all your bodily functions, right, are operated by the hormones. So it's like, all the bodily processes. So if we're dealing with, you know, anxiety, if we're dealing with heavy bleeding, if we're dealing with even, you know, stress to a degree, right? It can also be hormonal issues as well. Insomnia, so many things, so many issues that fibroids cause, right? So women over 60, I know, going through a lot health-wise. Yeah, when we don't address these issues, ladies, and I say, like, if you in your 30s, 40s, and you're not addressing these issues, you're setting yourself up for a horrible couple of decades afterwards. I'm telling you this right now. Trust me, I know women are suffering. They're going through it. Ask women that's going through perimenopause. Ask women that are going through menopause. You're not supposed to have symptoms in these stages, but women are having symptoms and they're horrible. And they think that, you know, bioidentical hormones is going to be there to save them when these things just raise the risk of cancer. And the risk of cancers are going up. Cancer rates are going up. So partially due to these bioidentical hormones, I'm going to be honest with you, but it's partially because of how we're living our lives, okay? You have to address the root cause. You cannot get away from it. You cannot get away from it. And if you're watching this and I know people get upset when I say root cause is a real statement. Yeah, came back up. Thank you. Root cause is a real statement. Yes, came back a year later. Thank you. I think that's how you say your name. That's what happens, right? We don't understand it. So people think that, and I'm not saying the lady that had surgeries, that's the case for her, but just in general, women typically think that after the surgery, oh, they're in the clear. Everything's fine. Okay. You know, I heal everything. That's not how it works. This is why women are telling me they're getting ready for their third surgery, their fourth surgery. You don't want to have surgery for fibroids, but if you did, you want to get to the root cause of the problem. Y'all can't avoid that. It's literally either two things. We heal and get to the root cause of the problem, or we suffer a lifetime of consequences from hormonal. You know how hormonal issues literally disrupt your quality of life. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but this is the truth, right? But yes, women, hold on. No, 5 surgeries is insane. Yeah, and then women have them. They're having surgery after surgery after surgery. So many hysterectomies. Yeah, because they think hysterectomies are going to save them. If they have not gotten to the root cause of the problem, they get the hysterectomy, then all these mental issues, right? All of these health issues. Women that have hysterectomy, they have cardiovascular issues from their, prolapse. So it's just so much stuff that happens when women have hysterectomies, right? It's horrible. 5 surgeries, that's over 100,000 in their pockets. Absolutely. That's why they encourage women to have the surgeries. There's a lot of money for them, right? That's why they encourage money. So if you're watching this, listen, if you have fibroids, you need to be in my 3-day workshop, okay? So tomorrow we're going over the complete protocol of how to get rid of fibroids. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Zoom, we're gonna be going over that, and you're gonna be sent the day 1 and day 2 replays, okay? You're gonna have lifetime access of these replays. It's so important for you to understand and know this information. If you have fibroids, it's information that you need to know, right? If you don't understand the root cause of fibroids, if you don't understand the emotional root causes, if you don't understand how to get rid of your fibroids and you just think a herb is gonna do it, it's not going to, right? If you haven't addressed these things, you gotta address them. And you have to understand the protocol. You have to be strategic about getting rid of this stuff. You can't, it's gone are the times where we can just be all over the place with our health. We're going into literally 2025 very soon, sooner than you, like in 2 months, right? And if you are more worried about the election and not worried about more than you are your womb health, right? Your future fertility, your reproductive health, your hormonal health, that's a huge issue. That's a huge issue, okay? If you're getting distracted by things that are not gonna make a difference in your life, like your health is, that's the issue. That's the issue. I know nobody's gonna tell you that, but I'm gonna tell you that, okay? That's a huge issue, all right? If you're going through fibroids, I don't know why you even care about who the next president is. Like, you got bigger issues, ma'am, okay? You got bigger issues. I'm talking to everybody that's dealing with this stuff. You got bigger issues to fry, okay? So, lack of priority. A lot of women, when they're on this womb healing journey, it's not a priority to them, right? It's how do I see the Zoom? You have to register first. You have to. It's $250. You click the link in my bio to register, and you will get the email of the Zoom. Okay, you will get the email of the Zoom link with the Zoom link and the password and everything. So it's a lack of priority. When it comes to healing the body. So everything is a priority in your life, but your health. Your health takes a back seat. All your responsibilities are a priority. Everybody. Your significant others are a priority. Your kids are a priority. Which I'm not saying they're not a priority. They are a priority. Your work is a priority, but everything else is a priority but your health, right? That takes a back seat to everything. And that doesn't make any sense. Because how can you be a good mother, a good wife, or a good coworker, or even good to yourself if your health is not in check? If your hormones are out of balance, if you're bleeding so much on your cycle, if it looks like a murder scene every time you have a period, if you're bleeding and clotting for days, it doesn't make any sense. How can you be, if you're dealing with anemia, how can you be of help to anybody else, right? You have to take care of self first. You have to take care of self first. And self-love first, absolutely. And that's a lot. And if we're putting our health on the back burner, that is a lack of self-love. That is a huge lack of self-love, okay? You have to straighten yourself out. If you worry about everything else, who the next president is, this and that, but you're not worried about your health, that's the issue, okay? So understand and know that everything else shouldn't take a backseat to your, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, right? Your health has to come first. Your well-being has to come first. You're not even emotionally well when we're dealing with hormonal imbalance. You can't even sleep right? You're dealing with skin issues. You're dealing with all of this stuff. Heavy bleeding on your cycle. You're dealing with your anxiety. Your thoughts are going crazy. Your mind can't even be settled. You can't even relax. You're all over the place when your hormones are out of balance. You are out of balance as a woman when your hormones are out of balance. Your hair falling out. This is going on. No energy. You are out of balance as a woman if your hormones are out of balance. Okay? You are out of balance. Fill your cup first. Absolutely. If you are out of balance as a woman, if your hormones are out of balance. Okay? So drinking healthy foods has been great. Good. I definitely put myself first always. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's important. So if your health is not a priority to you, that's the issue. That's the issue. You have to deal with that. Journal about that. Why is my health not a priority? Why don't I love myself? You have to start doing some work on yourself. Okay? If that is the issue for you. Okay? Inconsistent approach. When women are shrinking their fibroids, there tends to be an approach where, they take action maybe, for a couple of days, 2-3 days, they're doing great. And then, they fall off, right? They start again going towards their bad habits, right? And maybe there is a week where they feel a little bit better. The next week they feel like crap again. Like, it's no consistency to their plan, right? It's inconsistent. There's no discipline. There's no discipline. They're all over the place. So you're doing great. You're on the journey to shrink your fibroids. You're doing great, and then you fall off. You're doing great, and then you fall off. There's no discipline. You're all over the place, right? That's why women have been on this journey for years sometimes because they're not consistent. They're not disciplined. So you haven't really embodied this. You haven't really made it a part of you, right? You still tiptoeing here, tiptoeing there, going back to your bad habits. You in between two realms. You know, going to your bad habits, you and trying to, you know, it's like somebody that's trying to lose weight, right? They, you know, they're eating Twinkies and all that crap, or biscuits, whatever y'all be eating, okay? And then it's like fruits and vegetables for like, you know, 5 days, and then it's back to the crap, the alcohol and all the crap they were eating. And then it's just, no, there's no consistency. You're in between two realms. You don't know what you want to do. It's double-mindedness. No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And those people never get results. The same thing, if you're on your health journey and you all over the place, there's inconsistent approach. You're just doing this, you're trying that, you're doing this, you're trying, like, you're not going to see powerful results. And when I say powerful results, I mean fibroid free. Though you see those fibroids start dissolving, okay? So understand that. If you guys have questions, definitely put them in the chat. No clear plan or action. No clear plan or action. So if you're struggling with shrinking your fibroids and there's no clear plan, that's the issue. That's why you need to also be in the 3-day workshop. You need to, if there's no clear plan or action, right? Because we're going over tomorrow, the entire, like the complete protocol, holistic protocol on how to get rid of fibroids, how to dissolve and shrink fibroids before 2025. 2025 is in 2 months. It's in 2 months. So there's no protocol. There's no plan. What are you actually doing? You can't say I tried everything and it doesn't work. Okay. What would be step one? We're mentioning that in the workshop, Rosie. Okay. We're mentioning that in the workshop. All the complete protocol in the workshop. Okay. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you guys are interested, click the link in my bio. You also get the replays from day 1 and day 2. Click the link in my bio. Did you find the link, Rosie, from yesterday? Because I remember you said you couldn't find the link in my bio. I promise I don't see the link. Rosie, I don't know what to tell you. You don't know how to go to somebody's page and see their bio up top. And the link it doesn't make any sense, Rosie. I want you to Google it. Google what is the link how to get to somebody's bio on TikTok. Google it, because I can't help you from where I was. I don't know, Rosie, I don't know. But anyway, I can't help you. I'm sorry. It's simple. I don't know. Google it, okay? Google it and you'll find it. All right, so no clear plan or action. No clear plan or action. Okay, and I would say email me, but you probably can't find that either. So I don't know. And then I'll send you the link, but you probably can't find that either. We gotta do better, Rosie. We gotta do better. No clear plan or action. Okay, when it comes to getting rid of fibroids, you cannot be all over the place with this stuff, right? Have a clear plan. Have a protocol. Be strategic. Be intentional. Remember, get to the root cause of the problem. Don't just say, okay, what can I do to feel better today? And that's it. No, get to the root cause of the problem. And my thing is, when you try everything, because a lot of you guys, you could just try a whole bunch of random stuff. You guys just try a whole bunch of random stuff. And you're not, when you do that for a while, you get frustrated and say, oh my gosh, it doesn't work. Oh my gosh, it doesn't, you're not even trying the right thing. You can't just try a whole bunch of be random with no clear plan, no action, and think that you're going to get results. Okay, so be clear. Be clear. Okay, there's taking a hot shower, massaging the lower belly with massaging the lower abdomen with hot water every day. No, it's not gonna. But if it feels good, keep doing it. But it's not gonna. It doesn't make a difference. I know. Again, is that something you probably read online? You see what I'm saying? There's so much bad information. I mean, I'm gonna say bad, but just so much information on fibroids. It doesn't make any sense. That will have you doing the craziest things to try to heal instead of actually what you're supposed to be doing. Okay, so this is why it's so important to come to the workshop. Get clear on what to do. We also, along with the workshop for women that want to work with me and want to be in my Detoxify Your Womb program, and probably women that have been following me, and if you actually want to be in a container where you're fully supported while I'm helping you with a personalized womb detoxification protocol, where you're actually in a fully supportive container, and you're addressing just the physical root causes and the emotional root causes, the spiritual root causes, okay? We have our opening. We have 3 openings in our Detoxify Your Womb program to work with me for 2 months of two months, 2 of the final months of 2024. Okay. So we start on Friday. So if you're interested, email me. If you're interested in working with me, this is a one-time opportunity. I've got 3 spots available. Special opportunity for women that want to be powerfully coached, powerfully supported on getting rid of their fibroids. Okay, it's $2,500. You're gonna be in it's also it's our highest level program. It's our most transformative program. This program has gotten women pregnant. This woman has dissolved women's fibroids. This program has women have gotten rid of endometriosis and so many other reproductive health issues in this program, uterine prolapse, and so much more. In case you're new, you can check out my pinned post. Also on top, you'll see a tab where it says client testimonials. Scroll through that and see the powerful testimonies that we've had. So if you're interested in being in our premium, top level Detoxify Your Womb program, send me an email. If you want to check out more information about it, click the link in my bio, okay? Click the link in my bio. Can you get rid of endometriosis? Absolutely. I've helped several women do it. A couple of my clients have had fibroids and endometriosis, and we've gotten rid of both, okay? The full program is 6 months long, and if you have endo, I do recommend that time, but if you're not able to join for 6 months, you can do the PCOS, many. Every uterine issue, because I've been doing this for years, so every uterine issue you can imagine, every hormonal issue you can imagine, we've done in our Detoxify Your Womb program. We've done, okay? So no way that's enough. That's enough for MD. What do you mean? I'm not sure what you mean. I have listen, I don't know if maybe you guys are new. I have testimonials that go miles long. So check out our testimonials. Okay. That's enough for me. Yes, absolutely. So if you're interested in working with me in our Detoxify Your Womb program, we just had a woman who was struggling with fertility for years, who had 2 myomectomies before coming to me. She worked with me for 6 months in 2023, okay? Not only did she get rid of her fibroids, she got rid of adenomyosis, she unblocked her tubes, okay? She got rid of uterine scarring, and the only thing they were able to see on the sonogram was the imprints of her last myomectomies, right? Her last 2 myomectomies. But other than that, the uterine scarring gone. She had her fibroids also shrink back to regular size. Her uterus shrink back to regular size. 4 of her fibroids were dissolved. And now she's pregnant, okay? At the time, before she came to me, her AMH levels were low. They didn't see, she was in bad shape. She wasn't even ovulating. Yes, scarring. We've done magical things in the program. It's been absolutely amazing. There was another woman who I helped get rid of heal her uterine prolapse as well. Something they say that you need surgery for, okay? She was in dire pain for months. So if you haven't checked out our testimonials, listen, our testimonials are life-changing, literally. The program has been amazing, and I'm so proud of it. It's a transformative program. We work on not just the physical, but also the energetic, the emotional as well. So when you're coming into the program, be ready to work. It is not a program where you just hide. You have to work in the program. Now, all of my clients are very busy women. They have families, they have careers, right? Some of them are business owners. So it's not for, what did I want to say? It's not, if you're busy, don't think that you cannot be in a program. You can very well be in a program. It's not about more time. It's about correct implementation, okay? So that's what it's about. So if you're a busy mom, busy career women, all of our clients are very successful, they're career women, okay? So don't think that you're not gonna be able to be in a program, okay? Doctor make it seem like somebody asked about castor oil. Again, the random remedies. No. Make it seem like all is lost. Yeah. I've had many of my clients who they literally had either a myomectomy scheduled or a hysterectomy scheduled, right? And literally within, I would say a month, sometimes even less work with me, because they felt so significantly better, they've canceled, okay? They've canceled. So understand that, listen, your body's very powerful and it can heal. You can heal from anything. but you have to understand and know how the body works. You have to know the right protocol. You have to address it from the root cause. You can't be out here just being random, okay? Another thing too is women that are struggling with shrinking their fibroids is a lot of times it's a lack of guidance, a lack of proper guidance. So when we're trying to shrink tumors, especially women that are dealing with, the symptoms and the big fibroids, right? If there's no guidance, if you're literally just all over the place, you have no professional helping you through the process, of course it's gonna be very difficult. Like, that's a huge obstacle to overcome. And most women need help along the process, right? Majority. So it's very important. This is why so many women get frustrated and give up. They said, I've tried everything and it didn't work. You didn't have guidance. You didn't try the right thing, right? So it's really important to, and sometimes I get it, some people can be skeptical, but I say, even if it's not me, work with somebody that has powerful results, that you resonate with, that has results, because you may not resonate with me. Who knows? I don't know. Okay? So, but there should be some type of guidance there, right? Especially if you're dealing with bigger fibroids, especially if you're dealing with fibroids that are exhibiting symptoms, it doesn't make any sense to suffer and just, try random things, okay? Now, and also too, it doesn't make any sense to only rely on free information and try to piece it together to see what works, right? Knowing that free information is free for a reason, and actually doing the work to, not just doing the work, but also understand. Again, a lot of women don't want to even sit down to understand how their body works. They have no patience for that, right? They have no patience for that. They just, how do I get rid of fibroids? How do I get rid of fibroids? How do I get rid of PCOS? But first you have to understand where it came from, how it developed, and understand where your body works, how your body works. If you're not understanding that, how are you going to heal these things? It doesn't make any sense, okay? So honestly, I know we live in a microwave society, right? And that's to our own detriment. And know that was created, never mind. I don't want to get that deep on you guys. But know that when it comes to healing, you can't approach that in a microwave type of way. Doesn't work like that. Doesn't work like that, okay? You have to be wanting to do the work and willing to do the work. All right? Avoidance of root cause. This is huge. You guys, and if you guys have questions about fibroids, about the topic, let me know, put it in the chat, okay? For women that are interested in our workshop, where I'm going to be going over the protocol on how to get rid of fibroids tomorrow, day 3, and then also you will get the day 1 and day 2 as replays. If you're interested in that, click the link in my bio. It's called Shrink Fibroids Before 2025. I'm teaching you how to shrink or dissolve your fibroids before 2025, depending on what size they are, okay? Because if they're really big, shrinking them. And then in 2025, you can worry about dissolving them, okay? This is amazing to hear. I'm happy it is. Okay? So another thing that hinders women from healing, from getting rid of their fibroids, is avoidance of over 8 centimeters is considered big. Over 8 centimeters, okay? Avoidance of root cause. So if you're avoiding getting to the root cause of the problem, if you're just trying this remedy or this, random thing to get rid of fibroids, you're not going to have success, right? Are physical exercise a part of your program? No, because it's not only herbs and natural foods. It's so much more than that. No, it's so much more than that. If you want to read more about our program, you can click the link in my bio. But physical exercises, though we talk about it, we talk about, especially for women that have how to strengthen the uterine muscles, how to strengthen the pelvic muscles as well. We brush on that, but when it comes to actual exercising, it doesn't have much to do with healing. Now, it's good to exercise. Please exercise, but how often do you give the program? You talking about the program or the workshop? The program is open, okay? The program is open. But what do you mean about the... we typically have the full program, which is 6 months available, or the 3 months available. But for 2 months, the last final 2 months of the year, that's just a one-time thing. That will be available till Friday, and we're only taking 3 women. Okay, so because 2 months of the year starts on Friday. So, so is that what you're talking about? Whoever asked that, Yella, I don't know. But what was I gonna say? physical exercise is great to exercise, but it's not going to help heal fibroids. Okay. But it's good for your lymphatic system. Any other questions about the topic? How to heal? Okay. No, it's a one-time thing. I did it summer 2023, but I kept saying this was the last time. That's why I told people to come up in here. It's only $250. We have third-party payment options. We have Klarna, Afterpay. What's the other one? Affirm. So there's no excuse. And I'm not saying you because you may be new, but I'm just saying anybody that didn't join, that's heard about it, there's no excuses. So I kept saying it's a one-time event. So if you don't join tonight, tomorrow will be the last day where you'll be able to pay and then get the replays. Tomorrow's the last day. Tomorrow's the last day. And then it's gone. Okay? I kept saying it was the last time. Okay? So we won't be seeing it again. So those people that were like, when you having it next time, so I had a lot of people ask me that. I'm like, there won't be next time. Join it now. Stop putting off your healing. And I'm not talking to one person, I'm talking to everybody. Stop putting off your healing. Y'all gotta stop it. Y'all gotta stop it. Y'all keep waiting to heal until we wanna be, when it comes to healing, we wanna be reactive. We don't wanna be proactive. You have these fibroids now. Why aren't you doing everything to heal them now? What are you waiting for? Why are you, and I'm not talking to one person, I'm talking to everybody that has fibroids. What are you waiting for? How do we know we're in if there's only 3 spots left? What are you talking about, Rosie? I'm talking about the 3 spots left is the Detoxify Your Womb program. It's the high level program. The workshop, you can join the workshop. It's not limited. I don't have limited spots. I didn't put limited spots for that one, okay? So I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so if you want to join the workshop, join the workshop. We can't allow any excuses. Just join. You'll get the replays, and then you'll also be able to get the link for tomorrow's Zoom. Okay, we got to stop making up excuses, y'all, for why we don't want to heal. Y'all want to heal or not? Okay. So, any other questions? Did you find the the link to the bio? My bio. Rosie, did you find it yet? Rest to Google it. Any other questions? Another thing too, so I said avoidance of the root cause. You want to avoid getting to the root cause of the problem. You're not going to heal, right? You got to stop using Western medicine's approach to trying to get rid of problems, health issues. It's not going to work. You want to suppress them. What painkiller, what herb can I take it's not going to. It's not about microwave healing. It's about actually getting to the root cause of the problem and doing the hard work that you don't want to do. Okay? It's not easy, but it's worth it. And my program, I'm not talking about the workshop, I'm talking about the actual program, the high level Detoxify Your Womb program has high level lifetime value. The reason why I say that is because what I teach my clients are things that they can use 10 years from now, right? They're also using that to keep their body healthy. They're preventing these issues to happen again. They're also using this to keep their body in balance. They're also using this to prevent things like cancers, to prevent things like other reproductive health issues, to prevent thyroid issues. You guys know there's so much that can go wrong with the body when you have these issues. And when you have reproductive health issues, when you have fibroids, understand that you're at risk because you have what is called estrogen dominance. And I talked a little bit about that. Okay, we're an hour in. Ooh. Oh no, it's making me do this puzzle thing. Sorry. Okay, so what happens is that you have what is called estrogen dominance, and estrogen dominance is linked to so many health issues. I always say this in almost every live. This is why you guys don't think all this stuff is connected. When you're dealing with fibroids, you have all these other health issues. They're all connected, all of them. So when you're going through my program, my actual Detoxify Your Womb program, you're also learning how to not just prevent all of these other things from happening. It improves so many aspects of your life, not even just your uterine health, right? When you have fibroids, it's a full body problem, okay? So how many months is your program? We have 3 months, which is half. Then we have the 6-month program. That's the full program, 6 months, okay? Now, I have right now 2 months where you can work with me. A special opportunity for 2 months is available, okay? I'm taking just three people. We're starting on Friday, the final 2 months of the year. If you want powerful coaching, powerful mentorship to rid your body of fibroids, you need to be in here. If you have a fibroid, listen, I have women that have small fibroids that are running to figure out the problem and get rid of them. Why aren't the women with large fibroids, why are they just sitting there? Like, they're sitting there with large fibroids, bleeding half to death with all these issues, and they're just like, I'm just going to, sit on this problem. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, Insta, yes, I swear no link in the bio for me. You still don't see the link in the bio? Rosie. Do you guys see the link in my bio? Because I know people seen the link in my bio because they've been joining the email list, right? And they've been joining the workshop. So Rosie, I don't know. I don't understand it, child. I don't understand it. I don't know what's going on. Are you new to social media? 100% new? Just Google it. Google how to find the link in the bio on TikTok. Google it. Or if you have a pen and paper, now I can tell you my email, so you can send me an email so I can send you the link. Okay? If you have something to write with now. Also, being resistant to change. Being resistant to change. If you're resistant to change anything, you want to stick with your bad habits so bad. You're addicted to your bad habits. That's a huge problem. That's a huge problem, right? You have an addiction to your habits. All the habits that got you the fibroids, you don't want to change them. That's why some people avoid working with me, because they're like, you know what? I don't want to change. I want to get rid of my fibroids, but I want to stick with these bad habits. I don't want to, it doesn't make any sense, right? That's also a lack of self-love. If you know that you are every single day engaging in habits that are going to take away from your health, that are not conducive to your healing, okay? And you're like, oh, I can't stop. Oh my God, I can't stop, right? You don't want to change. That's a lack of self-love. That's a lack of self-love, whichever way you want to look at it. So you have to really you have to really really be self-aware, and you have to maybe this is something you could journal and ask yourself, why am I avoiding healing? Why am I avoiding actually doing things that are going to help heal my body? Why am I doing things to go against my healing? Why am I trying to find shortcuts to heal? Why am I trying to find quick fixes when I'm supposed to be doing the full work? What's the problem? And that tends to be a lot of times emotional things that you're trying to suppress, a lot of emotional issues, a lot of emotional blocks, right? Low self-worth. These are things that we work on in the program as well, our Detoxify Your Womb program, right? We talked about today the emotional root causes of fibroids, right? So it goes deep. It's not just, oh, I just take ashwagandha and everything's good. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. I don't know what it's up. I found a link on Insta. Okay, if you found a link on Insta, you're fine. You're fine. That's the same link, Rosie. The same link. The same way you get to the bio on Insta, the same way you get to my bio on TikTok. But okay, you found the link on Instagram, you're fine. So get into what's the name of the program? The Detoxify Your Womb program. Okay. Now the workshop that we're having is something different. The workshop is Shrink Fibroids Before 2025. That's different. But our top level program, the one I was just talking about, is our Detoxify Your Womb program. Okay. So you'll see it once you click the link. Okay. If you want to join, if you want to work with me for 2 months in the Detoxify Your Womb program, send me an email. Send me an email with Detoxify Your Womb. It's $2,500. You either pay in full or you can split the payment. We also have third-party options. The $250. Okay, that's the workshop. That's the 3-day workshop. Okay, that's not a program. It's 3-day workshop. You get the replays. We're done. Okay. That is called Shrink Fibroids Before 2025. Okay. Tomorrow's the last day to get in that, because tomorrow's our last day. But then if you join today, you get the replays of day 1 and day 2. Okay. You get the replays of day 1 and day 2. Make sure you ladies, if you're interested in healing, oh God. Are you listening to me? The workshop and the Detoxify Your Womb program is 2 different things, ladies. That's 2 different things. What are you asking, Anoma? Are you asking for our high level Detoxify Your Womb program, or this 3-day workshop that's just 3 days? I talked about working with me for the last 2 months of the year. That's in our Detoxify Your Womb program. What are y'all doing tonight? I need to stop going live at night because I don't know whether you guys be drinking wine. I don't know what's going on. Okay, okay. So yeah, you named 2 prices. One is for the workshop, one is for the program. Where's the confusion? I'm not understanding it. Are y'all on the email list? Get on the email list, okay? Get on the email list. If you're not on the email list, get on the email list. I don't understand. Where's the confusion? No more going live after 6 o'clock. I can't do it. I don't know what's going on. Lord, I don't know what's going on. Maybe you guys are distracted. I don't know. Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? Okay, I don't see questions. So the workshop, the Shrink Fibroids Before 2025 workshop is $250, ladies, okay? $250. Tomorrow will be the last day. Tomorrow is day 3. If you join today, you will get day 1, day 2, you'll get the replays, and then you will also get the Zoom link tomorrow morning to join day 3 actually on the Zoom. If you're not able to join the Zoom, it's from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you register, you will still get the replays, and you will have lifetime access to those replays, okay? So after watching the 3 videos, we would take the information and work on it ourselves. Yes. So for the workshop, the Shrink Fibroids Before 2025 workshop, you'll watch the 3 videos, okay? And it will teach you the correct protocol and how to work on it yourself. And you can ask, and the thing about being on the Zoom, tomorrow on the Zoom, we're actually going over the full protocol. You can ask questions and I coach you while you're on the Zoom. So that's the benefit of being on the Zoom. But if you're not able to be on the Zoom, you get the replays, okay? Any other questions? Now, what I was saying that was $2,500 is working with me for 2 months. Powerful coaching, our top level program, our elite Detoxify Your Womb program. If you want to work with me to get rid of your fibroids and have me by your side for 2 months, the final 2 months of 2024, that's $2,500. You split it in half. You can split the payments in half, or you can pay in full. Okay. We also have third-party payments such as Klarna, Afterpay, and Affirm as well. Okay. Any questions? Any other questions? Make sure you guys are watching, join the email list. I've been on here for over an hour. Okay, ladies. I've been on here for over an hour. I do want to say, listen, when you're dissolving tumors, there needs to be an action plan. You cannot be all over the place. This is what's going to have you in more. This is why 90% of women are dealing with fibroids right now. So many women are dealing, because everybody's and the ones that are on their journey of healing themselves, they're all over the place. They're they don't know, they're just, I'm going to try this, or I'm going to try that, or this will work. They're watching 100 different people on YouTube, and they're more confused, right? Get an action plan that works. Get a framework that works. I've been doing this for years. I know fibroids like I know the back of my hand. Okay, get with somebody that's a womb specialist, holistic, in the holistic field, that has results of it. Even if it's not me, get with somebody that can teach you the process, so you can stop being confused, so you can stop. People are getting confused and they're getting frustrated, and then they're I'm just gonna have the surgery, or I'm just gonna have a hysterectomy, and I don't want that to be you. I don't want that to be you. We don't need to lose any more wombs out here. We don't need to have any more women get sliced open by these surgeries that are just causing uterine scarring. They're just causing you to be worse off. Okay. All right. That's all for my ranting. Hope that you guys learned something today. If you want to work with me, email me. If you want to know what course or what program will be best for you, email me. Feel free to email me. The link is in my bio. All right. If you can get there. Joking. The link is in my bio. All right. If I don't see any more questions, all right, you guys have a good night. Thank you so much for being on this live. I appreciate you. Be sure to also join my email list if you are interested in actually, learning about fibroids and healing your fibroids holistically. Deaf can't do it alone, and YouTube too much conflicting information. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So true. Lenora, thank you so much for being here. Listen, you know how many women I tell you that they're like, it was one woman that named it analysis paralysis. She's like, I'm trying all these things on YouTube and it's not working. It's so much, you're going to be confused. It's so much conflicting information on YouTube. I learned something every time. Thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate that. Thank you. It makes me happy that my lives are not just a waste of time. Y'all are learning. I love that. I love that. Thank you. What does the $2,500 offer? So much. It offers a lot. What you want to do, please do me a favor. Go to the link in my bio and read the Detoxify Your Womb program. It tells you everything it offers. It offers a lot. But you're in a fully supported container where you literally have access to not just the coursework, but also me, one-on-one support. Also, it's a group coaching. It's a group coaching program as well. And it has a lot. It has a lot. It's too much to name, right? But you have the full support of a program of a womb detoxification, a personalized womb detoxification protocol, right? So it's personalized to you. The program is customizable to you and what you're going through. We've had women in that's had endometriosis join it, women that's had perimenopause that have joined it, that's had mostly it's fibroids, but they've had infertility issues. We've had one woman that was literally bleeding for 2.5 years, 2.5 years, every single day. Right? She didn't have fibroids, but she had cysts every single day. She was very young too, 30. She went to so many doctors in those 2.5 years, probably like 5 or 6. Nobody could do anything. All they could do is put on different birth control. You know, this birth control. None of it worked. She was like, she felt like that lady in the Bible, like that was bleeding like for years and years and years. She was like, is this ever gonna work? Randomly, she found me on IG, which is crazy because I'm not even that active on IG. And she joined my program. This is a couple years ago. She joined my Detoxify Your Womb program. Literally, within 3 to 4 weeks of working with me, within 3 to 4 weeks, the bleeding starts to slow down and then it stops in a couple of days. 3 to 4 weeks, something her doctors could not do in 2.5 years. And then about 6 weeks after that, I helped her reset her cycle. About 6 weeks after that, she started having regular cycles every month. Regular cycle, and then her cyst dissolved. I was just like, they couldn't do this? People are like, it doesn't make any sense. That's why I say I don't even want to hear about people's doctors anymore. I don't even want to hear about what your doctor said anymore because they don't know anything. So yes, me too, learning every night. Yay! I'm happy, Lenora. Thank you so much for being here. Yes, I love the fact that y'all are learning from my lives. I appreciate that. All right. So if you're interested in working with me in my Detoxify Your Womb program for the final 2 months of the year, be sure to send me an email, Detoxify Your Womb program. If you want to learn more about our Detoxify Your Womb program, click the link in my bio, okay? If you want to join my 3-day workshop, Shrink Fibroids Before 2025, join tonight. Tomorrow will be day 3 where you'll learn the protocol, but you'll also get the replays from day 1 and day 2, all right? Have a good night, everyone. Love you guys. Bye.